Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. I just got my Suburban back from the dealer. I brought it to the dealer for an oil change. You might be saying, hey Froggy, how come you don't change your own oil? Well, they have this special coupon deal where for $60 you get 3 oil changes. Now, I can't do an oil change myself for $20 each, so I take it to the dealer. The reason they do that, it's like 3 reasons. Number one, they get you in there and they get your car up on lift, and if there's anything else wrong, well, they can sell it to you. They can sell you on fixing something else. I know there's nothing wrong with this Suburban, but a lot of people, there will be something else wrong with their car, and the mechanic will find it and they'll make some money on the other job. The second thing is a lot of people will sell their car before they use up all 3 oil changes. So the dealer makes money because the oil change is not transferable to the new owner. And I guess the last thing would be the car could get wrecked or something, and then the other oil changes don't get used. But Froggy always uses all 3. This is like my second or third set of coupons that I've bought. But back to this. They do charge me to rotate my tires, so I'm going to rotate my own tires. There's a couple of places I can go and get a free rotation, but it's easier for me to do it myself than wait in line for somebody else to do the free rotation for me. Why do they do free rotations? The same reason. They want to sell you tires. I know my tires are good. But here we go. I got some high lift jacks here, and I'm going to pick up the driver's side of this, and I'll show you how I rotate. I'm going to show you where I've got this jacked up. This is a real truck. It's a body on a frame. So I'm right under the frame rail in the front, and what do you know? Right under the frame rail on the back. So the car's it's in park, and the parking brake is on, which is still working on that tire over there, and I think I'll also put a chock on the other side just to be safe before I go underneath. This is an 02 Suburban. It's got little plastic beauty covers on top of the actual lug nuts. You never ever want to use an impact wrench or even a drill or with a socket on it or anything. Take these off by hand because they've just got little plastic threads, and you cross-thread them or mess them up if you don't do that. Just take them off by hand. 7/8 socket will get this done nicely. Once you got your wheel off, take a look at your vehicle. See if there's anything rubbing, anything broken, if the shock is leaking. Take a look at your brake pads. See how much brake pad you've got left. These happen to be original rotors on this truck. It's got almost 100,000 miles on it. Can you believe that? Original rotors? 100,000 miles? You know how you can tell? See this little quick nut, this little thing here. Let me give you a close. Yeah, that should come out. That's installed by the factory to hold the rotor on during the assembly line. See, there's one there and there's one there. When you replace the rotors, you don't put anything like that on with the replacement rotors. So these are original rotors. I think I put 1 set of brake pads on the back of this, maybe. Maybe 2 sets. I'm not sure. But this car is pretty easy on brakes. Of course, I don't climb any mountains with it or go down any mountains with it. Okay, here's left front, driver front. Looking around again. This is where I look and see if my oil change and grease guy actually hit all the grease fittings. If he missed any, I'll hit them myself. But I can see some residual grease, which means he hit most of them. I'm going to check them all, but I'm not going to crawl under there and take the camera and take pictures of them all. But you're looking for anything, again, that's broken, chafed. You're looking at your brake pads. See if you need brakes. Let me show you a close-up on that. You're looking right here. You're looking at the amount of pad, friction material in between the rotor and the steel backing plate. And this looks good. It's got very good. It's probably got 5 or 6 millimeters. I'm going to check the other side too, but I might not be able to take a picture of it. The back side I can look at right here. I can look in there, and I've got about 4 millimeters. Usually, then there's a reason for it. I'm not going to get into the reason, but usually the inner pads will wear before the outer pads. So if you just look at the outer pads, remember to subtract 1 or 2 millimeters for the inner pads. So if you think you still got some left, you might not have some left on the inner pads. You might also have this is a little squealer, a little metal clip that will rub and make a really nasty squealing noise when you pad gets low enough and this metal piece starts rubbing against the rotor. So we're all looking good. I'm going to just wipe a little better on those grease fittings that the guy hit. Check the ones that I didn't put on camera. Your car might not have grease fittings. If it's a Suburban, it should have grease fittings, except for the very newer ones. I'm not sure. But a lot of passenger cars don't have grease fittings anymore. They're sealed for life. When they wear out, you have to replace them. Okay, so we moved the tires front to back. We're not doing a crisscross or any kind of a fancy rotation. You can do those kind of rotations, but they really nobody does them anymore for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they just do a crisscross. They don't include the spare tire because most cars, the newer cars, don't have spare tires anyway. So just a straight front to back, back to front. Use a torque wrench to tighten up your lug nuts after you drop the truck down. 140 foot-pounds on this 02 Suburban 4x4. Do the same on the other side and you're good to go. If this helped you out, give me a thumbs up. If you want more from Froggy, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Froggy out.